So you work in an office or an environment where you've got lots of applications and you're trying to find which technology will work best for you. Well, let's look at some of these technologies and how they might work within your circumstance. Remember, every circumstance is a little different. You may already have a laptop or a tablet or some other device that you carry with you, and you may need another device to do something else. So let's take a look through the chart here, and we've listed out some common applications, right? Your Office 365 here, email, Office 365 files, offline use, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. So this first section really is about Office 365 and how to work with those files. And then some other additional items here, LastPass, which is a password protection program, BestCrypt, which is an encryption program, Vaultize, which is an encryption sharing DRM, digital rights management, information rights management program, DropTask, which is a task manager, Zoom or Skype, Skype for business. These are web conferencing type of applications, and Cloud Magic, which is an email client. So let's take a look at these, each one, and discuss them just real quick to see, and then you can kind of take a look at this chart, pause the video and take a look at this chart. But here we've broken it down by Windows, Apple, iPad, and Android. Now I do not have Windows Phone or Apple Phone in here, but and I don't specify the Android phone or the Android tablet, so you'll have to do some research. But generally speaking, if it works on an iPad, most of the time it works on an iPhone, and if it works on an Android tablet, most of the time it works on an Android phone. So here, Windows, we're talking about Windows 10 perhaps, the most current Windows application operating system. All right, so Office, let's just go down these real quick. Office 365 for Windows works online. When you're online, when I use the word online here, really it means that you're connected to a network somewhere. You can get through a browser or something. It also works great within Outlook. Remember, Office 365 email is typically Exchange Server. Here, will it go offline? Yes. If you're using Outlook, it does great for offline and then synchronizes your changes. Can you access files in Office 365? You can get to them through a browser online. Can you download them for offline use or check them out from the Office 365 environment? Absolutely. Can you edit Word, Excel, or PowerPoint files? You can. If you've downloaded the file for offline use, you can do it offline. And you can also do it online, either using the web portion of Word, Excel, and PowerPoint found in Office 365, or you can use the local version that you have loaded if you have the local Microsoft Office suite. LastPass and BestCrypt both work great online and offline, so you can be either with those. Vaultize works great when you're online because it's a sharing application. It works offline as well, but it's sharing, so you really need to be online anyways. DropTask works great via a browser, but their desktop client in Windows not very good, needs some work. And Zoom and Skype, of course, you need to be online. But they both have local applications that work well. Cloud Magic is not supported on the Windows environment. So if you're looking for a machine to do all of these tasks, take a look here. Maybe it's Windows that you're looking for. Let's look at the Apple OS and kind of go down this real quick. Email works if it's online, it works great. And offline, you need to load Outlook for the Mac, which usually means that you need to buy the Microsoft Office built for Mac. Office 365, you can access the files through online browsing. And of course, you can download them for offline use from Office 365 in a general folder. And you can use this connectivity called OneDrive for Business, but it's very inconsistent. Need some work on that app. You can edit Word files and Excel files with your Mac operating system, your Apple OS, online very easily. And as well, if you have the local copy of the application, and with PowerPoint, it seems that you can really only edit those well with the local version of PowerPoint on your system, local version on your system. So you'll need to purchase that. And so you need to shell out some cash to make this happen for Outlook, your Office suite. All right, LastPass works online and offline. BestCrypt, it does work. They do have a client for the Apple OS, but it's not a good experience at all. Vaultize, it does work, just never tested it personally. DropTask seems to work. Zoom works via a browser. Unknown if they have a desktop app. I don't believe they do. And Cloud Magic is not supported on that format. Let's go into the mobile devices here real quick with the iPad. So the iPad works great online or Outlook. You can download Outlook from the iPad store. They're all free, by the way, on the iPad. You can use Cloud Magic, which is a great program for offline email right here, or you can use Outlook. Again, it's a big app on your iPad. So if you have limited space on your iPad, I think each one of them, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook, all take like 500 megabytes to load on your iPad device. So if you're limited on space, that may be a challenge for you. Office 365, you really, to access them, you go through the browser, the portal, and you can do that. Again, synchronizing these files to be offline with the iPad is a little more of a challenge, needs some work there. And then, of course, we talked about this. You can do this online, or if you download the file, you can use a local app as well to edit. Or even if you don't download the file, let's say you're online and you want to edit a PowerPoint file or a Word document, it's very easy to do with either the online version of Office 365 or the local app. So it works actually very nice on the iPad. LastPass is available online and offline. BestCrypt is not supported on the iPad. Vaultize works great online and offline. DropTask, this is an excellent application for the iPad. DropTask, it works exceptionally well. Of course, you can access it via the browser. Here, Zoom and Skype, it works great during the with the browser. And I believe there is an app for it. I'm just unknown. And Cloud Magic works very well on the iPad. Last but not least, the Android. You kind of look down through here. Very similar story to the iPad with a few exceptions. Of course, Outlook, you can read those. It works the same. Of course, Office 365 works the same with the download offload, the same that we've talked about. Although when you start talking about Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, not a real good user experience with the Android apps for these. So if you're going to do things like that, Android may not be the best choice for you. LastPass works great online and offline. Now, BestCrypt actually has a great beta version of their product that is not supported on the iPad, but is supported on Android. If you're going to be doing a lot of BestCrypt work, Vaultize is online and offline. Great application for that. Excellent application for the offline use of DropTask, although I'll have to say the iPad is better in my opinion. Access via browser. Unknown app on the Zoom and Skype. Skype Business I know has one, so there's probably one out there. And Cloud Magic works excellent on an Android device. So I know I've gone through that information quickly, and hopefully this chart right here, if you pause the video and just kind of take a few notes on it, you really need to ask yourself, what is it and what type of user am I in the type of technology I need to purchase? If you're really looking to play well with others in a PC world, I would suggest that the Apple OS is not your best choice, especially if you're not a technologist who really, really likes the Apple OS and can load, some sort of virtual container, and you can do it. You can do it. It's just a little more complicated. So for that, the Windows, either the Windows full operating system, like on a Windows tablet, for example, is an excellent alternative here. Excellent alternative. Remember, you can hook that tablet right into a monitor and a keyboard and be using it just like a laptop or a computer, and it works exceptionally well with most of these things. Now, you have to be online, but it works pretty well. So if you're going to be doing a lot of office type of work, right, a lot of this type of work, the tablet is absolutely perfect for that. The drop task not as good on the tablet, but you can use it online. Then if you really want a portable device, the iPad is probably the best portable device that you can get. Um, it runs all of the applications exceptionally well. You just have to be careful of space to make sure that your iPad has enough memory to store every application that you'll want to use. So hopefully this has been a good overview of the technology and which ones that you may want to choose to run your business or the things that you need to do in your life.